Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Desi Inspirations. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I do videos on fashion, luxury, cooking and home related videos, home organization, home designing and interior decoration and so on. So today I'm going to do a cooking video, and in this one I'm going to share this very yummy recipe, and it's going to be the mushroom curry. And you can eat this with rice or quinoa or roti, which is the Indian bread, and you can also eat it in a sandwich, um, with the bread, white bread, whole bread, or rye bread. And it's a very delicious recipe, and it doesn't take too long to cook this. So for this, we're going to need a few ingredients, not a lot of them, and I will show you what you can substitute them with as well. So the main ingredient here is mushrooms. Here I have portobello mushrooms. I have about five, 4 to 5 big portobello mushrooms cut into very small pieces here, and I have 4 green chilies. You can find this in Indian grocery store, but if you don't have them, don't worry about it at all. You can substitute it with paprika or red chili powder. I would highly recommend substitute it with red chili powder if you have access to it. Okay, and that is the main thing that gives you spice, but I'm going to add a little bit of red chili powder as well in this, though I'm adding 4 green chilies because we eat spicy, which is normal for Indian food, but you can always put less spice in it and make it your own. Okay, and I took 2 big onions sliced into small pieces, and I took 2 big tomatoes sliced into small pieces. And here I have ginger garlic paste. This is a very common ingredient in Indian cooking. It's just a paste of garlic and ginger in equal proportions, and I add some turmeric and salt and olive oil to keep it in the refrigerator for, it stays good for about 2 to 3 weeks. And I usually make it in bulk like this. Sometimes I even get it from India, and I get the bulk ginger garlic from either BJ's or Costco. Okay, and I also have these leaves, which are called curry leaves. If you are not familiar with Indian cooking, curry leaves are a very flavorful spice, just like the thyme or rosemary. These are very special for Indian cooking, and a lot of the Indian recipes include this. So if you have access to any Indian grocery stores, I highly recommend you to get this. But if you don't have them, also don't worry about it. You can either use mint or coriander to substitute it. But this has very good flavor if you have access to it. Okay, so yeah, that's the main ingredients, and when I'm cooking, I'll show you the other ingredients that I add to this recipe. So I took a clean pan here. We're going to heat the pan, and we will put some olive oil. So while the oil is heating, I just want to share with you the spice boxes that we use in Indian cooking. If any one of you are not Indian, I'm just trying to explain it to you. So this is very common for any Indian kitchen to have the spice box. I have 2 of them just to make it easy for me when I'm cooking. So this is cumin seeds, this is mustard seeds, this is dry red chili, cardamom, cinnamon, and we have cloves here. This is actually a combination of all of these spices. I think they all got mixed up, so I just put it in one container. These are cloves, and this is a black whole pepper. These are called shah jeera, which is a cousin of the cumin seeds. It's similar to cumin seeds, but it's mostly used in meat, or egg, or sorry, my mind just went blank. So any chicken, mutton, or fish, or any meat preparations. Okay, so and this is called chana dal, which is one kind of lentils that's used in Indian cooking as well. And this is another kind of dal called moong dal, and this is urad dal. You don't have to have all of these are just optional, so don't worry about it if it looks scary to you. Okay, and this is coriander seeds, and this is methi powder, which is fenugreek seeds. If you haven't heard of them, it's used in Indian cooking as well. And this is turmeric powder. So I put all of these in these spice boxes because these are ingredients that I use normally in Indian recipes. But for today's recipe, you don't have to have all these ingredients. I will try to keep it very simple. Okay, first we're going to add some cumin seeds and some mustard seeds, and I'm going to add a little bit of the shajira that I told you, and I'm going to add some red dry chilies and some cloves and a piece of cinnamon stick. So guys, I also added the green chilies and the curry leaves in it. I added about 6 to 8 curry leaves and the 4 green chilies that I had split up. And I used this just for the ingredients not to spill on my face or anything. I got it from the Dollar Tree if you guys are interested. So now I added the onions to it. I'm going to add some turmeric powder. This is very important in Indian cooking. Without this, it's very hard to get that flavor. So I added about 3/4 teaspoons of the turmeric powder. And here's the ginger garlic paste that I told you about. So I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of this. I'm adding the half a teaspoon of salt to this. This will allow the onions to cook faster. And just mix it up and let the onions sweat, and we will allow the onions to become transparent. Then we will add our tomatoes and mushrooms. So the onions are now nice and brown. We're going to add our tomatoes and mushrooms to it now. So I added the tomatoes. I'm adding more of the salt. Add it to your requirement, to your taste, and here's the chili powder. Again, don't be scared of the chili powder. Add it to your taste. If you like it mild, medium, spicy, it's all up to you. Mix it well. Mix everything well so the spices, onion and everything could coat the mushrooms and tomatoes very well. And I would like to give you a tip in regards to the spices. So anybody who is not Indian, and if you don't want to buy all the Indian spices, there is something called garam masala, GARAM masala, MASALA, which is a mixture of all the spices. It's a powder that you can get it from Indian grocery store. I'm pretty sure you can find it on Amazon as well. It's like $2 or something like that for one packet, which for someone who is not who doesn't cook Indian recipes regularly, it will last you for a very long time, because all you need is like half teaspoon of it, and each packet would have like 50 grams, so it will last you a very long time. So So instead of buying the cloves, the cardamom, the cinnamon, um, you can buy that powder. And the cumin seeds, if you can buy the cumin seeds in the Indian grocery store, that's good. If not, you can also order it on Amazon.com. And the other ingredient, which is very essential, like I said, is the turmeric powder. You can find this in Whole Foods as well, but it's much cheaper in the Indian grocery store. All you need is a very small packet, because you only put like half a teaspoon of it in each recipe. Going to allow the mushrooms and tomatoes to cook. We want them to release all the water from the mushroom and tomatoes. We want we want all the water to be evaporated to come to the gravy consistency that we like. Alright friends, so our mushroom curry is ready. The mushrooms are nicely cooked. The tomatoes are also cooked as well. It smells delicious. And I don't see any water in the mushrooms. I see the oil that's separating on the sides, which means it's cooked. So yeah, enjoy this recipe with roti, which is the Indian bread, or rice, or quinoa, or any base that you like to have it with. It goes very well with sandwiches as well, with bread as a sandwich as well. Alright, see you in my next recipe. Bye for now.